Year 2025. Experiences are not always the same. During this year that is ending, due to Jupiter and Saturn being contrary, everything will have seemed complicated. Some situations have gone differently than you imagined, and you will probably have also lost confidence. And even at the beginning of 2025, you could think so. Some important choices that may concern your career, your life as a couple, or your life goals in general could put you in a bit of a crisis. But be careful, stop thinking like bad luck, everything happens to me, because 2025 could finally give you several satisfactions. Many planets, in turn, will begin to loosen their pressure on your sun, and even if some of them will do so only for short periods, it will be no small thing. Let's start with Neptune, which on March 31 ST moves into Aries, until October 22 ND for 2025, finally dissolving the opposition to your Sun, a transit that for several years has seen you grappling with uncertainties, doubts, complicated relationships. And this means that you can finally start a new chapter in your life without any more obstacles or slowdowns. Saturn will remain in Pisces for most of the year, with a brief interlude in Aries in the summer. If the planet still asks you to face some small challenges, however, its presence will be less demanding than the previous year. And all your efforts will then be rewarded. In June, in fact, Jupiter will move into Cancer, and in autumn it will be in perfect trine with Saturn. A positive transit that will favor good opportunities and protect all your choices, both professional and sentimental. And Eros. With Mars in Cancer until April, your love life will be really lively. In astrology, Mars is the planet that symbolizes willpower, Eros, and for a woman, the man she is attracted to. With its support, certainly, the first part of the year promises to be really hot and very favorable for finding a super passionate partner, but also with a sweet and romantic side. If passion is the characteristic note of the relationship, however, there will be much more to keep you together. What? Unique emotions, never felt, that can favor the birth of a feeling, if the right conditions are there. The sign of Cancer also represents the past, so the planet could also propose a revival with a person from the past. In this case, it will be up to you to understand whether to reopen the door or close it forever. The key month for your love life? April, when Venus will return to Pisces. It will also be in Pisces in January and will join Saturn, asking you to define the structure of a relationship. If your relationship is shaky or carried forward with little conviction, events will force you to decide whether to continue to persevere in this relationship or let it go to its fate. If, however, there is love and the desire to commit, April could be a month of important changes. The eclipses and the lunar nodes between Virgo and Pisces, your opposite sign, will also favor and accelerate the changes, so it will be really difficult to maintain the status quo. Some relationships will end, others will be reborn to a new life. Whatever it is, in June, when Jupiter moves into Cancer, the prospects of a couple will become a certainty and will be super rewarding. A house, a family, a relationship that becomes official, or simply a phase of greater tranquility and serenity, if that's what you're looking for. If you're born in August, however, watch out for Uranus. The planet between July and November could mess up some of your plans, introduce some unexpected events into your relationship, make you meet interesting but unpredictable people if you're single. Work and achievement. Even in the professional field, 2025 is a year of evident results. If the first part of the year could still bring some uncertainty, especially in terms of bureaucracy or collaborations, in the second part of the year the wind will blow in your favor. The entry of Jupiter into Cancer in June promises positive changes, precious opportunities. If you are a freelancer, you will have the opportunity to relaunch your profession, liven up the volume of business with improved contacts and relationships. If your intention, however, is to embrace a new professional path or to renew your business, the second half of the year proves to be particularly effective. In fact, between September and December, Jupiter and Saturn will join forces, favoring your career plans. For many of you, this astrological passage could materialize in a sensational proposal, a prominent role, a confirmation that will make your position solid. Just watch out for Uranus, for the first decade, which during its passage in Gemini, in July, could make you face some setbacks, work problems, or organizational. There could also be some choices related to your profession in the mix, such as a change of job, if you are not satisfied and want to change roles. Determined, proactive, active, this is how the people around you will see you at the beginning of this year. Body and mind. Mars, the planet associated with libido, courage, and muscle strength, will be your ally for a good part of the year, until April, and then again between June and July, late September and early November. A perfect transit to get back in shape or recover from a difficult period. If you have a sedentary activity, take advantage of this positive energy to go to the gym more often to strengthen yourself and improve muscle tone. Of course, until June, due to Jupiter in quadrature, your commitment could be a bit fluctuating, but not for lack of will, but rather for the difficulty in keeping up with all the commitments. Summer is your season, not only because it is your birthday, but because Jupiter, from June in Cancer, will give you a great desire for relaxation, fun, and lucky occasions. You will feel really good, and you will face the opportunities that will present themselves to you with great enthusiasm and drive. You will be more optimistic and with the right amount of cheerfulness. Despite disharmonious Uranus, between July and November, the second part of 2025 will be simpler, and you will be able to overcome any problems more easily than you would have imagined, thanks to a great inner energy and your ability to see the glass half full.